Run a local business here in the area, and I wanted to come in and introduce myself to you and see if we couldn't maybe do some work together.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. What do you do, Dan?
Well, I couldn't help but notice that you take Visa and MasterCard, and that's exactly what I do. Is I work with local businesses just like yours, see if I can't reduce some of the rates you pay, give you better customer service, and a face to put to the whole process.
I've seen about 4 or 5 or 6 of you guys here recently. So.
Yeah, I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
Nobody lives it more than I understand. Yeah. One of the things I want to stress, though, is that here's what makes me different than the other 4 or 5 people you've talked to recently.
Okay.
And that is that I simply want to look at how you're set up and make some recommendations, one of which might very well be, hey, you're in great shape. I mean, I don't want your business if there's no chance for you to benefit and for me to benefit. So is it possible that I might just take a look at your current structure and make some recommendations based on that?
Yep.
Very good. What I need to do is just get a copy of one of your merchant statements, and then what I do is fax that over to my corporate office. They take a look at it, and it takes about 10 minutes. They'll get it back, and we can immediately show you what we can do from a savings standpoint.
Okay.
Any other questions that you might have about what we do or how I might be able to help you?
Not at this time.
Okay.
But if you can save me some money, that'd be great.
I'd love to take a look at that. That's
all
what
right.
we can do.
Sounds good.
Hi, my name's Dan Morphew. I run a local business here in the area, and I wanted to come in and introduce myself to you personally and see if we couldn't maybe do some work together.
Okay, what is it that you do?
Well, what I do is I see you accept Visa and MasterCard. That's exactly what I do. Is I work with local businesses, help take some of the sting out of the rates you pay, give you better customer service, and a face to put to the whole process.
Okay, you're about the 4th or 5th guy I've seen in the last few months. So.
I understand that. I'm out there living it every day. It's a very competitive industry. Let me tell you what makes me different than the other 4 or 5 people that have been in.
Okay.
And that is that all I want to do is make recommendations. You know, we're going to look at how you're set up, and one of those recommendations may very well be, you're in great shape. I can't recommend that you change. Like I said, I'm local. I'd love to have your business. It's extremely important to me to have satisfied customers.
Well, I like local.
But do you happen to know who you're in, who you're processing with right now?
Not right off the bat, but I do have a contract.
Okay, well that's, you know what we typically recommend in that situation, again, I deal with that, it's very common to the industry, is that I like to take a look at what I can do from a financial standpoint, see what kind of savings we can bring to you, and then we'll make a business decision in regard to your contract. Typically it's $200 to $300 to buy out of that, and if I can impact your savings significantly, be a smart business move on your part to take a strong look at that.
Yeah.
Is that something you'd be willing to do?
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
All right, great. What I need to do is get a copy of one of your merchant statements. And, you know, you get that every month from your credit processor. I'll fax it over to my folks. They'll break the numbers apart, take about 10 minutes. They'll get it back to us, and I can immediately show you what projected annual savings would be. Okay. So if you can find that for me, I'd be more than happy to just hang out, get out of your way, and if there's any other questions or anything you can think of, ways that I can assist. It looks like you've got a point-of-sale system. And,
yeah, we do.
Yep, and we're obviously be able to support that. We're compatible with 98% of the stuff out there. We do gift cards, check guarantee. We can certainly help you in a number of ways. But let's take a look at the financial standpoint and go from there.
All right.
All right.
Sounds
Appreciate
good.
it. Hi, my name's Dan Morphew.
Hey, Dan.
Run a local business here in the area. Actually just live down the street. Been in here a couple times shopping, actually. Wanted to come in and introduce myself to you personally. See if there wasn't a chance we might be able to do a little bit of work together.
Well, first, what is it that you do?
Well, I can't help but notice that you take Visa and MasterCard, and that's exactly what I do. Is that I work with local businesses just like yours.
All right.
Help take a little bit of the sting out of the rates, lower the fees you pay, provide you better customer service. Like I said, I'm local. Grow my own business. It's extremely important to me that my customer base is happy, so I place a great deal of priority on customer service. And also just a face to put to the process. I find that a lot of people just deal with, you know, somebody on the end of an 800 number.
Right, like the 4 or 5 people I've had come in here the last few months.
Nobody understands that more than me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm out there living that. It's a very competitive industry. The difference in the way that I look at this business is that I just make recommendations.
Yeah.
I want to see how you're set up, what you're paying. If I can't help you, I'm going to be the first one to tell you. It needs to be able to benefit both of us for us to be able to work together. I mean, you're in business, you can appreciate that.
Yeah, and right now I go through our local bank.
Okay, well that's, I'm going to chuckle for just a second here. Here's how the local bank structure works,
Uh-huh.
is that they will oftentimes, if not all the time, have a company just like ours behind the scenes
Oh,
actually
is that
doing the
right?
processing. So what they do then is just mark up your fees to help their bottom line. So what we can
Gotcha.
do is eliminate that. 99% of the time when I deal with somebody that's working with a local bank, I
Uh-huh.
can significantly impact what you're paying.
Huh.
Love to be able to, if you don't mind, take a look at your merchant statement, do a proposal for you. Take about 10 minutes, fax it
Okay.
over to my folks, they'll crunch the numbers, get back to us. I can also assist you in any number of other ways. We do gift card programs. We also have a check guarantee program. I don't know if you have any problems there, but
Not really.
but see, that's one great thing about that is that we can always take a look at that. So if you find that you're getting a rash of bad checks that is starting to impact your business,
Uh-huh.
I'm one phone call away. You can have that feature. But the best way for us to start is simply just for me to do a proposal. And if you'll like what you see, and if you don't, I'll be glad to tell you, hey, you're in good shape. Here's my card. Call me if you ever need me.
All right.
All right.
Sounds
Fantastic.
good.
If you don't mind, if you get your merchant statement for me, I'll just go ahead and get that over to my folks, and we'll see what we can do to help you.
All right. Sounds